All right, so we are going to try this again. Last episode, I could not get this to work. It, I don't know, it wasn't, I don't think it was the update exactly, not whatever they changed. I think it's something with my files. Um, I clean that up, you know, do the fix thing through Steam, all of that. Something happened. I'm going to try putting my settings back real quick, see if I can, you know, because I had all this stuff on high and everything was fine. Um, and then something happened and it just went screwy. Um, and this is one of those games where anti-aliasing is really gonna hurt you if your system isn't up to snuff. But the menu is not lagging. I know that this menu is more performance intensive than it ought to be because it's full 3D and everything, which I guess makes changing your settings convenient. But whatever. Seems playable. So wherever I was freaking out before, you know, not really a big deal, I guess. Okay, so, um, and I actually, this is like the third time now I've tried to record this because I had to keep, experimenting. The problem when you are benchmarking a game when you're trying to record that game is that you always have to keep in mind that your recording is always going to take another 10 or 15% off the top of your performance unless you're doing the capture card thing on a console or I know there's some ways to do it through PC, but it's a little bit more annoying because you can't do the OBS thing where you just composite everything together. So then you have to factor in editing, which you know um, at the moment I just don't want to spend that time. So okay, but this, I mean, this seems fine. So you know can sit there and wiggle wiggle wiggle, and we're fine. So okay. I guess I was freaking out about nothing. So if you have performance issues like that, number one, restart your computer because that's just, I mean, unless you just started your computer, then that's the thing. I know that I'm one of those people where I just never turn my computer off. So and then I sit there and I whine about performance, and then I restart my computer and absolutely everything's fine. In this case, I did need to go and clean up stuff, which you should generally always do whenever a game updates. Just go check that there's not junk files left over. It happens. It's not this game. That's every game. As much as I like to bitch about this game, um, that is not unique to this game or these developers. So, okay. Um, we are always building that up. Budget stuff is fucking glorious. Let me just say, the fleet could be better. Could be better. But this is pretty good. You know, for this era. We don't. I mean, like, we're really not that far into the game because I'm taking my sweet ass time with it. Um, and I'm refreshing myself on this because I have not played in 8 days now. Um, I mean, aside from booting the thing up before, but I was too busy bitching about the map to actually pay attention to what was happening here. So, um, I'm gonna wait until these cruisers come in. Just trying not to prioritize stuff. I keep saying that. Just trying to use that mechanic as sparingly as I can because it does hurt you if you use it too much. Um, so in 3 months, once this comes in, I'm going to prioritize cruisers because I want to get battle cruisers. Um, I have a fetish for battle cruisers. So, um, yeah, okay. We've got this battle. And yeah, this is what I tried to record before. I tried to record this twice. Um, and I mean, you think performance was bad on the map in that last episode? Oh my god, performance was atrocious in game here. Hopefully it is not because the menu looked fine. So, assuming that's all good, this should be fine too. Um, the sound is all over the place in this game because I mean, when you have a ton of ships, it gets loud as hell. And then when you're back to only one ship, oh, we're partially underwater there. And then when you get back to one ship, you'd think you turn the sound off. This is why I really wish there was a night mode that you could just enable, you know, put some compression on the sound or whatever, but whatever. Okay, so put that on AI, so we're going that way. So, now, before, I did mostly AI control because there were a bunch of ships there and everything. When it's just one ship, I am far more likely to just turn AI off when I get close enough anyway. You know, like this, I'll turn AI off or whatever. And I'm so glad they brought the manual rudder back, because there was a time, it was quite a while actually, where you did not have the manual rudder, and I love this thing. I know most people, I know most YouTubers, they like to do the clicky on the map thing. To me, that's a little bit too gamey, and it's actually hard for me to control because it will change the rudder as you go through the stuff, and I like to have precise control over the rudder because I think it actually makes your guns more accurate. When you do the click on the map thing, and the rudder has the ability to change as it goes through the arc, it actually is constantly resetting your accuracy bonus or whatever. So it's just, yeah, like, see, this is super quiet. I'm gonna turn the sound up a little bit, just because I want to actually hear this. I want you guys to hear this. But when there's a ton of ships, it's just, I mean, it is so loud. And then, of course, there's no sound whatsoever on the campaign screen, because there's a whopping 3 different music tracks in this. The games like this need to just have a connection to an internet radio station full of public domain classical music, because that would be completely, I mean, I would have no problem. Just, like, give me the entire collected works of Frederick Chopin, and I'm good. You know, but don't give me the same 2 tracks and just play them back to back. You know, I can only do so much Kevin MacLeod before I'm, you know, Kevin MacLeoded out. I think his name is Kevin, you know, the royalty-free guy that every RPG Maker game uses music from, because they don't actually buy the RPG Maker tracks. But yeah, see, like, this is, I mean, this is plenty easy to control once you understand the rudder. You do a nice, gentle turn, you know, coming around, and I actually, you know, I want to be a bit tight here because I want to actually pursue, not just go for the broadside. I have quite the firing range here. I can be angled, you know, and still hit, and I want to be angled. That'll actually help me not, you know, take hits as bad. So, I mean, my torpedoes are absolutely useless here until I get closer, which is why I'm not reducing speed. I mean, this guy's, he's faster than me anyway, so he could run, theoretically. But, I mean, he's better gunned than I am. I mean, he's got 7-inch guns here, so he thinks so, I mean, the AI is looking at this engagement going like, okay, well, I have the better ship, but the problem is the AI is also brain dead, so I'm most likely going to maybe not necessarily, well, okay, I was going to say maybe not necessarily sink, and then of course I get overpin, fire, and flooding. So, yeah, but see, this is what I want to do. I want to, like, swing around here, actually point at him, close the distance a little bit more. The closer I get, the more I'm actually minimizing his advantage, because his advantage is range. But yeah, you really have to push the distance in these early engagements to get anything out of them. I mean, it's dangerous, but it's one of those high-risk, high-reward things. If you don't close the distance, you're just going to sit there for hours in battle after battle doing nothing. Because even if you do hit, I mean, if you hit with HE, this is the era where you don't have the Firestarter HE until several years into it. I mean, we're just starting to get into that era. So those first few years, it's all about just get in there and then get out. Do I want peace? I'm going to say fight to the end. I'm okay if the government pieces out or whatever. I'm going to say fight to the end simply because I think I can do a little bit more damage here. And I want to keep that monthly balance up for a little while so that I can have, my research at max, because I'm going to have to pull that back when the war ends. So if I'm winning, I'm comfortable. Politics-wise, let me see, because I know that we're okay now. I don't necessarily think we're going to be okay if Austria gets in. I don't think Germany might, maybe, but they're still 12 points behind Austria, so it'd be Austria first, most likely, and then maybe Germany. So maybe next time they ask, I'll agree to it, but I think I can go a few more turns. Okay, that's going to be an interesting lineup, because these are still the old, these are the old ships I started with, because I haven't designed a new cruiser yet. They've got the numbers advantage, but they're also CLs, so I've got CAs. In this era, all other things being equal, I generally interpret an armored cruiser as being worth twice as much as an unarmored cruiser. Because they can hit you with more guns theoretically, but you have armor and they don't, so. Okay, just turn that off. I am fine with them being in a line. Tempted to put them on tight, but I'm actually going to leave them on normal. Because normally what I would do before is I would put them on loose, but I think there's actually greater accuracy penalties now than there used to be several months ago, so I'm just going to leave it like this. Because, that's a fine distance anyway. I don't want them too far apart, but I don't want them too close either, because I need speed here. I know that their ships are faster. And they might actually run from me, because I've got 10-inch guns here. I didn't notice that before when I was looking at these in the ship designer. I like that 1.1, 2.2, 3.3. I like that. That pleases me. Okay. It's a little bit annoying controlling ships that are in a line formation like this, but I'm going to try to make this work. Yeah, let's just go forward right now, because they're headed that way anyway, so... if I can get a fix on them with the... Yeah. Once I actually spot them again, I'll be able to start hitting them with the 10-inch guns. Actually, maybe once I close into 3.3-inch range, maybe... Oh, okay, well, they're just headed right at me. I was going to say, I thought they were trying to go for more of a broadside thing, because the AI is dumb and they'll do stuff like that. In these, I need to wait until the stat cards load, but in ships like this, what they really should do is they should really, like, split up, try to get on both sides of me, that sort of thing, split my fire. That's what I think anyway, that's what I would do. Because like this, they're basically sitting ducks. I'm basically going to sink one of them, and then I'm going to sink the next one, and then I'm going to sink the last one, and that's going to be it. So, they have torpedoes. They could close the distance, get on either side of me. That would minimize my accuracy. Try to torpedo me, because that would actually hurt. They've got 2 torpedoes each. They could make 2 runs even. I only have 1 torpedo on each ship. These are the auto-designed ones, so I'm not even sure exactly where that is, but I would assume it's probably that's probably a stern launch or something, like some useless shit like that. I don't even know why you would... Personally, I think that a ship needs to have a minimum of 2 torpedoes before you even think that the ship needs a torpedo. I don't know why you would go to the effort of putting 1 torpedo on a ship. 1. I could have turned there, but this is, this is, this is what I mean. Like, that is devastating. And that's the other problem with putting a torpedo tube there. Because that's going to happen. And, oh, God, okay. Okay, the AI should not have turned there. They should have just kept going. Oh. Okay, well that was a dud. But yeah, so see, this is what I mean though. Like, if that wasn't a dud, that would be absolutely devastating, and that's what the AI should do, is not go for the broadside, but try to get on either side of me. Because I mean, assuming that I don't get hit with a torpedo here, which I might. Like, oh my god, they have 11. They have like 12. Holy shit. Oh, they've got two different classes. I didn't catch that. I just assumed these were all this, but no. Okay, holy god. They have 12 torpedoes because I mean, they launched one each, so they have 12 torpedoes total. Oh my god. Okay, let me just straighten out a bit here. I always forget that is the one downside with the rudder thing is, you know, your maneuver takes forever, so you just slam it and then you leave it and you end up going in circles. Let me just do a slight little turn there. Try to keep a broadside. Let me just focus on this guy. Let me get this guy. Okay, well, my big guns are out of ammo. Did that burn off, or? Oh no, they're just out of okay, they're out of HE. Okay. I mean, it's fine. I can still get overpin. I mean, HE would be better, but just make that a little bit more gentle there. I will say the AI seems less inclined to run before, because usually with an engagement like this, the AI would try to run in previous builds, so maybe that's actually better. I know some people still complain about it sometimes, but it does seem like something that people complain about less than they used to, so I know I'm noticing less problems with that than I used to, so I mean, then again, I've only had 3 battles, so I don't know. Where are my 2-inch guns on this? My 2-inch guns are there. Okay, well those are going to be useless anyway, I don't care. I would put this on AI. I wish that you could have different AI modes, like if there was a mode for just brawling versus a mode for sniping. That'd be nice. Because I kind of do want to be suicidal here. With these early ships, it doesn't really matter, because they suck anyway. You know, I don't like to just scrap them. I like to try and actually, you know, do some damage with them. But yeah, I mean, if these guys do choose to back off, then I'm not going to have much that I can do against them, because I am very slow right now. And yeah, I've been reduced to 9 knots anyway. So I wish it actually appended this number and gave me a, you know, because I know that my engine is damaged, so I don't think there's a way where you can actually see what your current speed is. Well, okay, I mean, so there's that, but I don't know if it changes your cruising speed when your top speed gets reduced, because it feels like it should, but I just don't know. Let me speed that up a little bit. This thing, I also wish you could just set a keep max button, like put it over here, so that when it goes down to 3 and then goes back up to 5, it automatically puts itself back up on 5, rather than me having to notice that, because that's not very visible. When I'm focusing here, that's in my peripheral and I can't see that. Okay, let me just head right at them for a minute. Actually, I kind of have to have a slight turn, like a 1% turn. Oh, come on. That looked like that hit. This thing is wobbly as hell. See, they've got a green crew. Oh, I've got a green crew too. Okay. Fair enough. They have more crew than me. They're not spacious. Oh my god, they're... Oh. Oh no, I'm on cramped. That's what it is. Okay, I'm on cramped. And they are unspacious. Okay. That's why. No, that was weird. I mean, my displacement is significantly more than theirs. This almost feels like a battle I should just run away from, but I get stubborn with these sort of things. Yeah, okay. If the end battle button comes up and I'm not, and like nothing is happening, then I'm just gonna, because you know, that was hopeless. That ship sucks. Because they weren't gonna close the distance to finish me off anyway. When they could have done so. All they would have to do is get within torpedo range. Again, get on either side of me. You know, split my fire, reduce my accuracy. They don't even have to get that close because they've got so many torpedoes that all they'd have to do is get right at the edge of the range. You know, get within 800 meters, launch the torpedoes, run off. You know, reload the torpedoes, go back for another run, and you just keep doing that until you're out of torpedoes. You know, we're right in this area anyway. It's not, I mean, if we were, okay, so if we were, I don't know, if we were over here, okay, yeah, I could see not using all your torpedoes because you want to save them. But if we're over here, I mean, literally when the battle is done, you just go back, get torpedoes, and you're back out. You know. Okay, so I lost one heavy cruiser, and I lost some victory points. Big whoop. I'm still way in the lead. I'm good. Okay, got 3 more missions here. Potentially. Failed okay, well that's just going to be... I really wish you could play these out. I know that it would be silly, but it's just so satisfying to sink transports. It's so satisfying to just go boom dead, boom dead, boom dead. It should still be an option. And when you auto resolve, it really should just wipe the floor with them, because in an actual mission, and this is the other reason why it's so satisfying, in an actual mission, you just sink all of them. If I click auto resolve, I bet I'm going to sink 2 of them and the other 5 are going to get away. Okay, I sank 4, but still, in reality, I would sink all of them. That's going to be interesting. I really need to get more ships out here. I was saying that before, and the problem is the battle's over and then I forget to actually do that. That, and I can't really spare that many ships to begin with. Most of what I have spread around are torpedo boats, which would not help. I mean, yeah, okay, I could send 20 torpedo boats over there, but a swarm of dinky little ships is not going to help. They're just not that good. Yeah, just keep that on. Actually, no, I'm going to do all AI controlled, so that way they can go their top speed. because everything is slow. These are all the auto-designed ships. Except, yeah, except, well, no, these are auto-designed too, because I didn't do that. Yeah. I wouldn't have done that with the funnels. Okay. Oh, they're right there. Cool. What is... Oh. Come on, let me see you. I just want to know what you are. Oh my god, come on. I just want to see what you are. Okay, fine. Let me see what you are. Okay, you are... Dang it! Oh my god, everybody's popping in and out of existence. This is my problem. Like, the AI is so pissy. It doesn't... in this era, it's impossible because the AI wants to stay so far away that it can't see anything. And then because it can't see anything, it closes the distance, and then it wants to get far away again. It's like the AI doesn't know that if it gets too far away, it can't see anything. So then it gets too far away, and then it goes, why can't I see anything? And so I know that there's people screaming at me going like, just control the ships yourself, dude. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I shouldn't have to. Like, a real player, if they're giving that as an option, a real player should actually want to use that as an option sometimes. But as it is, it's dumb. Okay, I'm actually gonna take control of the battleship. Okay, let me just, yeah. Okay. Okay, come on. Not that the CL is a priority target, but I mean it's closing on me, so I might as well. I'm continuing this turn deliberately because I don't want to intersect it and let them... Actually, are they in torpedo range? Oh, they're probably in torpedo range. Oh shit. No, they're not. Okay, but I need to turn harder. This thing is not going to evade torpedoes, I can tell you that right now. That's the other reason I like battle cruisers, because I like the Tokyo drift them shits. I mean, I will get a battle cruiser. I will make that shit as fast as possible. I will make that thing turn as hard as possible, and I will Tokyo drift that shit. Let me do a little bit of a turn here. I like to do the very, very gentle turns. You know, keep the speed up and everything, but it does give an accuracy penalty to the enemy. So... I don't even know. Oh, well, okay. You are about to be dead. Okay, where are my other ships? Okay, they're fine. Yeah. Actually, if I'm controlling this one, I am going to reattach these. I'm going to screen and attempt to do scout, but I'm just going to do screen as well. Scout is kind of useless because of the way it's implemented. They kind of just fuck off and they aren't actually near anything. Okay, my next target is going to be this CA. Okay, no more turn, please. Thank you. I know I just said I like to do a gentle turn, but I actually turned a little bit too much right there. I want to keep, you know, I'm going to do a gentle turn now. I want to keep, like, you know, an angled broadside, kinda. I don't want it to be a complete broadside. You know, I want to be closing, because you really do need to get close. I keep saying it, but really, you need to get as close as you can to have any chance of hitting, or otherwise you're just going to be sitting there forever and nothing's going to happen. And because of the way the economy is set up, I typically don't care if I lose ships, because I know that as long as I am keeping a healthy, you know, transport thing up and everything else is up, I can sit there and I will just, I mean, you know, I don't mind suiciding ships, because, like, look at this. I sank 3 ships now. Yes, it's a battleship that I'm controlling. I don't want to lose my battleship. You know, but I probably won't, as long as I don't go. I mean, if I went in between, if I went right through the middle here, yeah, I would die. But as long as I skirt around the edge, you know, I just, you know, do a ring around them, I can take out the ships on the outside. I will suicide heavy cruisers. I will suicide light cruisers. You know, if I'm taking out 2 ships for every 1 ship I lose, I'm winning. You know, heavy cruisers are amazing in this game. The light cruisers are great too. That's why I like using them as basically just big destroyers. I kind of don't care about torpedo boats, except in cases where there's nothing larger than a light cruiser. They can be useful later on, but basically by the time torpedo boats become useful, you've got destroyers, and then destroyers are actually useful. So I use them more like gunboats, because when you put torpedoes on them, basically you get hit and then the thing just blows up. What is that aiming? Come on, you can do better than that. Okay, this CL is about to die. I don't know why the AI is charging in like that. What they should be doing is getting over there with the, you know, heavy cruiser, but okay, that's fine. I mean, you know, it's the AI. I'll let the AI do that, because I am the battleship. You know, I'm kind of that's my limitation here, because I could sit here, I could play on 1x speed, I could micromanage everything, and then it would be way too easy. I want things to go wrong. It's going to be more interesting that way. Holy shit, that was some close ass sailing that the enemy just did right there. Oh my god. Okay, do I want to turn maybe just a little bit more? Let me do 4. I don't want to turn too much, because I don't want to get in the middle of these heavy cruisers here. Oh my god. Oh, the little CL they could. Oh. Oh, that's amazing. What the? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Dang. I wish I could also tell the AI to not split fire. But it's kinda okay, because this is actually working out right now. Whenever the AI would split fire before, it used to be awful. Ever since they had that update where you can now actually fire on both sides at once, it's actually a lot better now. The penalty is not nearly as bad. That's actually good. That's not a bad tactic right there, by the way, having these guys over here, because that prevents me from turning the way I want to, so I actually can't turn through the middle here, because then I'd be flanked. So I have to maintain this gentle turn, take these guys out, and then come back and get over here. But see, this is the thing. If I left this on AI, or especially if I did auto-resolve, I would not be getting anywhere near this kill count. I would sink maybe one ship, or I'd have all of my ships sink for no reason. But this is how big the difference is between a battleship and all of your other ships, even this early on. And a lot of people think this era of the game is boring because they're either running entirely on AI and not doing what I'm doing. See, because I am doing mostly AI here, where I've got these other ships, they are AI. But then I'm controlling the one, and I'm having them follow me. Now the game actually, you know, now this is actually interesting. Because these ships are forced to follow me. They are forced to get in here with everybody else, and they're doing just fine. You know, I have no problem with the performance of these other two ships here. I mean, look at this. This ship is going to die, but it's done incredibly. I mean, look at that. It's done 4,000 points of damage here. You know, we've done 9,000 over here. That's almost as much as my battleship. And, oh shit. Okay, well... But yeah, see, I mean, he had to suicide there because, yeah. Do I have torpedo protection on these? Well, I've got maximum bulkhead, so, I mean, I've got that going for me, at least. Yeah, I don't have any torpedo protection here, but it's okay. I mean, yeah, that hurt, like, oof, you know, whatever, but... that wasn't too bad, actually. And see, now I actually can do my turn here. I can do my big old turn, which I am going to do, because we just eliminated everybody over here. Everyone is dead. Or, no, I'm sorry. Everyone is over here awaiting rescue. So now I can do my big turn. I can pull it back a little bit. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it on the other side. Actually turned a little bit too much again. That's fine. Just go straight for a little bit, and then I'll do a slight left turn. But yeah, that's not too bad actually. I'm gonna focus on that CA. Yeah, I wish there was target prioritization settings. That would be nice. I don't mind shooting TBs when they get close, but I wish there was a setting so it's like always shoot closest, you know, prioritize ships in this order or whatever. I mean, because all that would have to, and then I would just save in between battles so that I don't have to do it again. Maybe set up, actually, I wish more games did this. Have a doctrines menu, like where I could customize the doctrines and that actually change the AI behavior. That would honestly make me nut. Just so, you know, set it so that it's like, always prioritize battleships, or prioritize support ships, you know, that sort of thing. And that could affect everything from battle generation to how the AI behaves in a given battle, and then you could even have commanders with their own doctrines, where that, like you know, where you have an oddball that is going to have different priorities from what you've set and everything, and you could have mechanics to interact with your different officers or whatever. And I'm not just talking naval anymore. I'm talking just war games in general. That needs to be a thing. Because I hate these war games that rely on meta, where, you know, these games want to be historical, and then the entire game is set up so that there's a meta that involves you having clairvoyant knowledge of 5 years after the point in time you're trying to portray. You know, this is the problem with Civil War games that allow you to do World War II tactics. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. You're playing a historical game, but not actually playing it historically, because that's not the way the game was set up to be played. You know, I hate the fact that Hearts of Iron actually gets it slightly right. Do a slight turn. Actually, more of a slight turn. We can go. Yeah. Go more like 4. Yeah. Okay. And we're prioritizing the fucking TB again. Get the fucking cruiser. That actually is terrifying. That my. Oh my god. We're actually. We repaired that? thing was down here. That thing was almost sunk. We were like down here. Holy shit. How are you doing? You're doing fine. I did set the difficulty to legendary, didn't I? I mean, I know that that only affects the economy numbers and everything, but... Okay. I expected that light cruiser to sink. I figured, okay, you know, I'd get through with the battleship and probably the heavy cruiser. You know, I wasn't even sure if I'd get through with the heavy cruiser because, I mean, these things are kind of soft early on. But yeah, we're doing great. Yeah, we gotta speed up a little bit. How fast am I going? 14? 15? 15? Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's in fog. Yeah, I'll go for the TB. Why not? How do their TVs look anyway? What do they got on them? Okay, I've got 4.4s, a 2-inch, 2 torpedoes. Not bad. Yeah. Are these the ones? Yeah, these are the ones that use the fat boys. These hulls are so goofy, but I actually love them. I don't know, when they added this, you know, and I saw it, because even though I wasn't playing, I was still booting the game up to check whenever they would add new hulls. And when I saw this, I was like, yes. Yes. Because it is stupid. This is a stupid hull, but I love it. Okay, which CLs are these? These are the ones with 12 torpedoes. Okay, no, that's the one with... How many fucking light cruiser hulls do they have? And the AI still loves to do spacious crew quarters, which is not bad. It's better than when the AI used to do nothing but cramped, but I don't know. It feels weird. Okay, I turned a little bit too much because I wasn't paying attention. Right now I'm trying to catch up because they're going fast. Actually, let me just go forward, just maximum speed here. Can you hit that I feel nervous about that torpedo boat. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now take out the CA, and then we're going to chase down these CLs. You know what? Is this my fastest ship? I think this is. Yeah. I want you to chase that thing down. Actually, what the hell are you doing? I just realized you're... Okay, no, don't do that. Yeah, do that for a little bit. But yeah, this is why they need to have higher time warp stuff available. Because, yeah, I get it, you know, there's still action happening or whatever, but if they're already going to do the pull down anyway, they might as well let me go 10x when we're just exchanging stuff. It's kind of a chase down, you know, that sort of thing. I mean, the biggest problem is, you know, so in Total War, I know that it's one of those things where when you hit auto-resolve, you basically just die. In this game, when you hit auto-resolve, you basically just might as well have had the battle not happen at all. Because the damage is so low on both sides, and it does tend to favor the AI when damage is dealt, to the point that you just sit there and you go, well, even if I was blindfolded, I could have done better. But then you actually get into the battle and nothing happens, because you have the long chase sequence like this. Realistically, I wish that there was a point when the AI gives up hope and then decides to do a last stand, or at least have a chance of that happening. You know, where the AI has a mode where it actually goes suicidal. You know, not full-on kamikaze trying to ram and everything, but just to the point where the AI actually goes, okay, well, if I'm going down, I'm going to take you with me. And I think ramming should be on the table for something like that, realistically. Not something that's done all the time, but as an option the AI has in its toolbox, because the AI right now does not do anything like that. Okay, I'm going to put that on screen, and I'm going to have it screen the... I do like that you can have things screen things that are screening, so I'm going to have that screen the CA so that it actually maybe gets closer. Because if I have it screen me, it's just going to get on the other side. Okay, I'm going to do an old trick and see if this works. I'm going to aim for this one. Sometimes it makes it more likely that you hit the thing in front of it. At least in the old builds. I don't know if that's still a thing, but it probably is, because I don't think they've fundamentally changed the aiming logic. I think they've just changed the calculators on the aiming multipliers. Well, like, watch this. Because, see, they're right in front now, so if the shot goes under, then I'm more likely to hit the alerta than if I were actually aiming at the alerta. Of course, that's dependent on my guns actually, you know, loading. Ah. Okay, well, I mean, he did that. That ship did way better than I expected them to do. The fact that they survived this long, and I do not mind trading a single light cruiser for basically a whole fleet right there. I mean, that was a lot of ships. Especially if I knock these two guys out. I mean, Spain is going to have, like, what, a handful of torpedo boats, maybe a few other CLs. I think that was all of their CAs, though. If they've got battleships over here, they're without support now. So I'd still be in trouble, because I'm sure their battleships do pack a hefty punch, but, you know. Probably gonna finish this battle up, but that's gonna be this episode. So, I'm not sure if I want to title this episode 5 proper, because I titled that, you know, PSA, episode 5. I probably will just go ahead and title this episode 6. Now, obviously, you already know what it's titled, but I'm sitting here, you know, I haven't uploaded the thing yet, so, yeah. Somebody drop a comment for any other series you want to see me do. Like, if there's another game out here you want to see me play. I don't mind playing Rule the Waves if that's what people want to see. I have not actually played that myself yet. I have watched other people play it. So that would be something that I'd have to just, you know, fool around with and learn a little bit. But I could play pretty much any strategy game. Hell, I don't mind playing a non-strategy game. I was thinking about actually playing some Tycoons, because they're kind of the same deal, where they've got strategy and everything in them. If I don't play that next, because I do want to have 2, maybe 3 series on here that I rotate through, you know, so there's something for everybody. But if I don't play it next, I will certainly put it on a list so that it's something I will play eventually. Just, you know, let me know what you want to see. And if it's a mod for something, let me know that too, because I was thinking about playing some Hearts of Iron Total Conversion mods eventually. So I don't care what it is, how simple or complex it is, because I can get behind any of it. Just, you know, the more complex it is, the more I'm going to sit there and look like a dumbass. But some people actually kind of like that sort of thing, so. But yeah. Does not have to be war-themed. Doesn't have to be World War II. Can be fantasy, sci-fi. Can be a war game. Can be strategy, city builder, simulation, whatever, anything. Hell, I was thinking about playing the My Little Pony Total Conversion for Hearts of Iron, playing Equestria at War. So, yeah. Okay, that guy is not near death at all. That guy is going to die. The problem is chasing these fuckers down. I don't know how fast he's going. But he's circling around. Like, he kind of wants to help his buddy, because otherwise he'd be running straight away. But, yeah. Okay. I'm going to... No. I want you... You know what? Yeah, I will have you focus here, but I'm going to have him speed ahead so that we can intercept up here. Because I want to get this done, and I know that it's going to take forever if we're circling around this guy and then have to track this guy down. I want to go ahead and get in position over here, and I know that we can go a little bit faster with this ship, so if we're circling around here... Oh, come on. Where's the ship? I know, see, there's kind of this trick. You can click, if you can find where the ship's hitbox is, then even though you can't see it, you can focus on it. And you won't be able to see it, but you can see which way it's moving just by paying attention to the waves and everything. So, I don't know. Oh, come on, you're right there. Just hit it. Come on, it's a CL. Okay, there we go. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, now we're just straight running away. We are just straight running away. Okay, that battleship is so close. Can you hit with anything? Do you have any guns that are going to have that distance? Okay, we've got... Oh, we only got 51. Oh, we might have to let that one get away. Okay. Because my ships, I know my ships are too slow. If that guy has no engine damage, he can run away. He can totally run away. That guy hasn't taken a single hit. He has not dealt a single hit. But, okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep that... Actually, no, I want to straighten out. Just go completely straight. We'll come along the broadside. We'll fuck him up if he's not dead by the time I get there. But we're getting overpin. So he's going to start sinking. Because that's what overpin does. I mean, overpin is not like woohoo, but if you get overpin, if you just keep doing it, they will start sinking. You know, because that means rather than punching one hole, I'm punching 2 holes. Yeah, see? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, is this guy turning? Is this guy turning? Oh, come on. Let me see. What is he doing? He's turning. Oh, ho, ho. Oh. Maybe. Nah, I'm just gonna let him get away. That's gonna take another 20 minutes just for me to get over there. I'm just gonna let him get away. It's one light cruiser. That's literally the only survivor here. I will let him get away. Um, I mean, that is 37,000 victory points, and I only lost one light cruiser. I'm happy. Okay, maybe I didn't need to get more ships over here. I was sitting over here like, oh man, I knew it wouldn't be that bad. It looks bad on paper, but I knew that as long as I can get in there and get the positioning right, it wouldn't be that bad. But I still figured I was going to lose probably the heavy cruiser and probably have to pull the battleship out after just sinking the light cruisers. I did not think the heavy cruisers were going to sink that easily. So, um, that is clearly because of the way that they rebalanced armor. Um, and that is more. I don't want to say historically accurate, but it's more. It probably is closer to historically accurate. But what that is it's more satisfying. It makes your ships feel more different than they used to, because it used to be that you could get a CA and make it feel just like a battleship. Now, CAs feel like CLs used to, and CLs feel like torpedo boats used to, which is appropriate, I think. So, okay. Anyway, this is the end of this episode, and I will do the next battle in the next episode, which I'm going to film right after this, but I'll upload it a couple days later. Space it out a little bit. So, yeah. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the jazz that every YouTuber tells you to do. I'm obligated to do that because I'm part of the hive mind. So, yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode.